with the Nissan at Paul Ricard. As you know, I just finished on Wednesday a very nice race at Paul Ricard with the Nissan. A comment in my channel that who did the setups for Assetto Corsa Competizione, and whoever did them, why do you have to choose them so much to go faster? I do the setups. The setups are based on the actual real car homologation papers, those are the safe preset setups, which are very safe and also made to be driven by people that they are not experts, by people who drive with the joypad and so on and so on. And then for some cars, we had some more advanced setups from the teams. For some other cars, we made some other setups that are close to how those cars should be. So, because of that, I would like to show you today if I can do similar lap times as I did on the race, on that track with this car, by just using the aggressive setup and see what the differences are between the setup that I used in the race, which personally I was going pretty well and pretty fast, and see if the aggressive setup could give me similar lap times. So practice 20, I will go to 21, which is 9 o'clock. That was the time of the day where I was doing, easily not, but often 56 flats, 156 flats in the race with good fuel. I could do some low 55, some high 55s. So let's see if I can get our trusty Nissan here and go to Paul Ricard and see if I can do a 56 flat with the aggressive setup. All right, so aggressive setup. I will of course put almost full fuel. Let's go down to 90 because at around, actually let me put the 105 fuel that we were starting and then go here and put 90, which is pretty much when the car started to be faster, around 90, 80 liters, when the car started to be faster in the race. As I said, aggressive preset, changing nothing. It is as it is. The only thing that we're going to do right now is I'm going to go out, do some laps, and check obviously the pressures, because of course the aggressive setup is made for midday, which is much hotter. Now the track temperature is 19. I think in the race it was even lower than that, something like around 17, 16 degrees, but it's okay, 19, no worries. But I have to check the pressures, so let's do a couple of laps and see how it's going.
Green line, give it all you got.
Let me put some pressure on the tires, both metaphorically and literally. Okay, let's see the pressures. Right, 26, 25. Okay, let's go back. Setup, current setup, and let's go up 25.8 here, and then add 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 25.1. So 2 here, 27.1, and then add 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, that's quite a bit. Then go here and 25.8. And 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 25.7, 26. So, okay, at least let's go one up here, and at least how much? 27.2. Okay. So what we are trying to do is take those hot pressures and, as usually, adjust the cold ones to take those hot pressures up to 27.6, 27.7, somewhere around there, 27.5, depends. All right, so we said something about 80 something here. And see what we can do now. I will push. We are trying to see if I can do 56 flats and see. Watching a GTR left-hand drive, yeah. Hey, Dimitri! How you doing? Thanks for the broadcasting the other day and the questions and everything. Look at that! Look at the lap time I'm about to do. 55.8 on the aggressive on this third lap. Stop everything. Stop everything. Replay. Let's go and see. So, I just did a 155.8, which was one of my best lap times during the race, on the aggressive setup with the same fuel load, nothing else, in my third lap. Now, this is very important. This shows that driving is what it matters. Driving is what matters for our level. Now, I'm pretty sure that an alien can gain 2-3 tenths of a second, which for him is highly important, by tweaking and fine-tuning the setup. I'm also sure that with a better setup, or maybe someone can make me an even better setup, I could gain maybe a tenth or something. But in drivers like us that, you know, we are good average drivers, driving, this thing between the seat and the wheel is the most important thing of all. This is the aggressive setup. Do I prefer it from the race setup? No, not really. I have some issues, but the lap time is the same. I just need to focus a little bit and control my driving style on some turns, and it does the same lap times, the same fucking lap time. Probably during the whole race, the aggressive setup would maybe consume my tires a little bit more, or maybe it would make me not as consistent as I was with my race setup, that I made it specifically to feel more comfortable with the setup. Actually, when I was trying the setup with the guys of the team, at some point we had a setup that was faster, and I say, you know what, guys, you know what, it's 2 hours race, I feel more comfortable with the other setup, I'm gonna use that one. And we thought that the other setup was faster, but in 2 hours race, the setup that I used was faster in the end, because it permitted me to be very extremely consistent. I mean, if you saw my last stint, I was, modesty apart, quite consistent. And because I was so consistent and the tires were keep, providing grip, and they weren't worn out badly, I was able to catch up the drivers in front of me, you know? So it's a driver. The setup might give you some extra comfortable handling during the race, might help you, take care of the tires or the brakes a little bit more, but we're talking really 1, 2, 5% of differences, stuff like that. In terms of lap times, I mean, don't expect, if you think that you are slower by 1 second of where you should be, don't expect, except exceptional situations might happen, but don't expect that the setup will give you 1 second. Might give you 2 seconds, 3 seconds. What it happens usually is that you keep changing the setup, you enjoy the whole thing. I also enjoy the whole thing. I change the setup, I enjoy the whole thing. But while I'm doing this, what I actually do is not making the car faster. I keep on trying and practicing and tweaking the setup, but in reality what I'm doing is making myself faster. And this is why doing the debriefing after the race is one of the most important things and one of the biggest advantages that sim racers have. We have the possibility to go back to the race with the same exact conditions and try different things. And the best of this is that after the race, you are extremely well trained for your car and that race combination. You have wonderful muscle memory from the race and from the car. You know exactly what to do. And that shows that you can instantly hop into the car and do the same lap times, and you can try even the default setup and it still works for you, right? And that will make you understand, okay, it's the driving. It's the driving that makes the difference. As I said, driving gives you seconds. Setup gives you tenths of a second. Right, so here you have it. I mean, I wasn't even expecting, honestly, to be that fast, that fast. I mean, I was instantly on the same lap times, and I'm pretty sure that if I keep going on it, I will be able to do a 1:55.5. That was my best lap time with low fuel during the race. So there you have it. All right. Setup is about comfort, yes. As Movie said, setup is about comfort most importantly. You can gain in terms of consumption of the tires, of the brakes, of the fuel maybe, but it's all small percentages, which are important. It's also the, the gaming aspect of the whole thing, because that, at least for me, it works like this. It permits me to focus and keep on doing laps in preparation for the race by tweaking. Tweaking is enjoyable for me. I can feel the car changing and I like it. But even if I think that, oh yes, I did that change into the setup and I'm now faster, it's not it. It's just because I'm keep doing laps. And this is the proof. Aggressive setup, same car, same conditions, same track, instantly 55.8. Fuck setups. All right. No, actually not fuck setups. Setups are important, as we said, but you have to take everything into perspective. All right? Okay. I'm pretty happy about that.